Hello and welcome, back with you doing another unboxing, a little bit different one this time. This is actually going to be a box of toys that was gifted to me by my little brother. So I'm just going to kind of go through. I'm wearing my Star Wars shirt today, Empire Strikes Back, Boba Fett, Cloud City, pretty cool. Because I know some of the items in here are Star Wars. Some of the items I don't know what they are, but I can see the ones on top. Some of them I know he's had in his collection for a long time, and they've been pieces that I've kind of coveted, if you will, so I was very excited and grateful that he gave those to me. I'll show those to you, show everything to you as I pull it out, and we'll go from there. So just one moment. Right, so as mentioned, I know some of the items in here are Star Wars, and that's because these are right on top. And these are actually, get a better view of them here for you. These are kind of knockoffs from, they're actually from Shadows of the Empire. They're based on the Shadows of the Empire toy line, but these, I can't even remember where he got them. But they're not the actual figures. They're a little bit larger. Obviously the quality is a little bit lower on them, but they're so cool because these are things that are kind of rare and you can't really get most places. This one's probably one of my favorites because Boba Fett's in there. I'm going to turn my light off to show you these. Boba Fett is in there, and then Luke in the, in his Imperial Guard disguise. If you've read Shadows of the Empire, played the game, that's what these two packs came from. They actually did release a lot of these figures with an actual, and I wish I had mine handy to show you because I have some from the actual Shadows of the Empire. What's funny is they all say Boba Fett versus IG-88 on the back, and I'll probably do kind of a flyby and show you some of these items once they're laid out, but I wanted to show you Shizzer and Luke here. Luke is a Jedi similar to what he was like in Return of the Jedi. I'm getting more glare from the window as well. I have turned my light off, but there's Shizzer and Luke. Like I said, I'll try to do a flyby. Here's another favorite of mine because Dash Rendar's in there. He's really silly looking in this knockoff version of him, but with Han Solo. So close-ups of those to come. Let's see what's next. Alright, I'm going to try it with my light again. Hopefully we don't get too much of a glare. Now these would have been toys that we had as kids. These are from He-Man Masters of the Universe. So this is Skeletor's belt codpiece area and He-Man's shield. So again, those would have been toys that we had growing up. Pretty cool that he still had those. Keeping with the Star Wars theme, we've got Lando here from Return of the Jedi. He still has the plastic holding his helmet on, so I may undo that. You see that's taped on, so that's him, on the skiff with Jabba the Hutt. We've got the Emperor. These are the big, 12-inch. I think his hand glows in the dark. Looks like it probably does based on that. Darth Vader, missing the back of his crown and cape. But I think we might have got him this way. I think that was one that we picked up maybe secondhand and was missing those things. To begin with, we got a couple of comics here. I'm a big Green Lantern fan, as my brother knows. He's gifted me a couple of really cool Green Lantern comics. Some cool hats. I did notice these up on top. This one's pretty wicked cool. It's a Cobra hat from G.I. Joe with a bunch of the characters on the hat, the Cobra symbol. My man bun in it here, and check that out. Now my hair's going to go real crazy, but that's okay. There's another hat too, Punisher skull, and then it's got some details, and bullet holes and things on the back of that. How that one looks. Hair's just going to get more and more out of control. Alright, I pulled out a few more things just to kind of have them handy. We got Greedo from the large Star Wars toy collection. This cool Iron Man bust that's a bank. Pretty awesome there. This one's cool. There's some vintage Motu Masters of the Universe figures in here. This is Moss Man. He's got some of Stratos' gear on him. But that's the vintage Moss Man. I also saw vintage Teela. Some of these I stop and wonder if he knew some of these things were in there because they're pretty cool. Some of them are highly collectible. This especially was pretty neat to find. It is from Ninjor the original vintage, and it's his little, you know, outfit, his little, whatever you'd call it, his ninja costume, I guess you would say. These vintage Ninja Turtle stickers were in there. Not sure how good you'll be able to see those, but I will do a close-up, which I'll probably do a close-up of a lot of these. Then some pretty cool, these are vintage like Happy Meal toys. They're Fraggle Rock. They're still in the package. There was a couple others. I think there was like, I don't see them now, but what I'm going to do, so here's Hordak. He's in a baggie because his legs are off, but that's a pretty easy fix if you've ever done Masters of the Universe. So let me do this and flip the camera and stuff around and just kind of show you what else is in the box. I can see some G.I. Joes, I can see some other cool stuff, and we'll just kind of sort through it that way, maybe pick out some of the really coolest stuff to show up close. Alright, so here's a look at everything that's left sort of in the box here. Just going to give you some insight into it. You've got Too Bad. His arm may be in there, may not. Another Hordak. Again, the other parts to him. We'll look at this poster a little more up closely, but let's just kind of see what else is in there for you to observe here. A lot of these Teen Titans things. Looks like Raven maybe lights up. She was lighting up a moment ago. There we go. You've got some Mario Kart. There's Luigi in his cart. This is a Christmas ornament of the Incredible Hulk. You can kind of see, look, here's some G.I. Joes. This was the first G.I. Joe my brother ever had. This one's not the actual one. It's not the vintage one, but I remember him saying that Lifeline was his very first. This is from Chuck E. Cheese. That's pretty cool and vintage. Oh, my light just decided it's done working for a moment, but that's okay. Let me just do it with the camera flash here. This is from a Horde Trooper, so some other parts may be in there. A little Pac-Man. What is this? This is a shield. I think this is to one of the special armored He-Man, vintage He-Man himself. You got Raphael. My brother's favorite was Raphael, so there's a lot of that kind of stuff. In there's a Michelangelo. These are from Guts, the Guts line of, and that's a Centurion. He's a little worse for wear, but fixable. Just kind of see another Hulk Christmas ornament. This is like a vintage, like Transformer knockoff. There's a Spidey ornament. Darn, missing his arm. We'll see if that's in there, which it may be. Some Power Rangers coins, very cool. These are rad. We've got little Street Fighter keychains. There's Dalsum, Zangief. Not sure if I'm getting these in the shot very good. That's another vintage G.I. Joe seen the other days. And there's E Honda. So a lot of these things, you know, once cleaned up and that sort of thing, are really pretty darn neat. This is a Riddler figure here. He's kind of tangled in what I assume is a yo-yo. Yeah, Freddy Krueger yo-yo. There's another Spider-Man. Batman looks like some kind of an ornament there too. Another probably ornament. Who's this guy? Hawkeye, I think. Getting him out of the shot here. Watching what I'm doing on the camera very well. A lot of really cool stuff. There's a Catwoman. These look like, I think these are some kind of a Funko. They are, because I've seen these of other toy lines. Smurfette and a little car there. Is it Storm? Yeah, Storm with a bunch of Christmas. So a lot of cool Christmas ornaments. Cyclops. Looks like Beastman's armor from Masters. Some type of Transformer or GoBot maybe. Bane from that same kind of line of Funkos. Really, really cool stuff though. I'm pretty dang excited. Make sure I didn't forget to show these again. These Shadows of the Empire sort of knockoff figures. Not sure how helpful the flash is. Yeah, that'll be super grainy that way. Let me see if I can get my other light up. Alright, let's try that one. So Han and Dash Rendar, Shizzer and Luke, Leia as Boushh with Han, and then Boba Fett, and Luke in his Imperial Guard disguise. Again, if you've read the book, familiar with the video game, kind of recognize those characters. So some really cool stuff, really excited. I don't know if I showed everything. This was in there. It's like a Batmobile. Looks like it transforms. But anyway, this was all stuff, again, like I said, he was going to either get rid of it or maybe sell it himself, decided that he would give it to me. I may do some sales of it. I may hang on to a lot of these particular items. He gave me a whole box, couple boxes, several boxes of other stuff that I probably for sure will sell, just in the interest of not really having the room for it, and not necessarily being something that I still collect or have collected. But anyway, let me know what you think. Some really cool stuff. If you've ever seen those knockoff Star Wars figures before, any of this stuff brought back some nostalgia for you. I hope that it did. I hope that you're a subscriber to the channel, that you like the content, and you'll give me some feedback in that regard. And more than any of those things, I certainly just hope that you have yourself a great day. And thanks again for watching, as always.